And for our next story, we're going to talk about this dev of Knockout City, which has moved up the list of my favorite devs of all time. This guy says, hey, when devs are closing live service games, they should make a private hosted version. Oh, I love this guy. Doing so keeps the game alive forever. This is Villan's Josh Harrison, who did a speak over at the GDC talking about this particular story. Villan Studios Director of Marketing Josh Harrison made the suggestion during a talk he held at GDC called All Good Things, Sunsetting Your Game the Right Way. Now, Villan Studios is behind a game called Knockout City. It was a dodgeball game. I played it. It was really fun. But it kind of got sunset. But what happened was, it says the game was closed down in June 2023, but not before Villan released a private server edition of the game on PC, which is still available to download on his website and essentially keeps the game playable for multiplayer or bot matches with all previous modes and most non-licensed customization options unlocked. Wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't that be grand? This dude says there are small but mighty communities that are still going, built around this private server months after shutdown, but playing games daily, hosting their own tournaments where they're raising their own prize pools and more. Our community members even built a launcher that makes it easier to get into private servers as well as to see a private server list of active player counts. Now, this is the way. This is some Mandalorian stuff right here, man. Let me tell you how many games that I have lost. Now, top of the list is Marvel Heroes. That's the one that always comes to mind. It's like how many games I've sunk so many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars into, and time and money and sweat and tears and laughter and pain, only to see them go away because they were live service games that was online only, and then the company went under, and then the game's gone forever. If only they would have did this, right? If only they would have did this. If only they would have, prior to going offline, taken the code, strip out all the stuff that, is copyrighted and all that kind of good stuff, and then make a private server. Now, we do realize, he even states in here, it's like some things it's hard to do. With Marvel Heroes, everything's Marvel. Everything's licensed by Disney. So it's kind of hard to make a private server version of that. I get that. I can still talk about it and still be upset about it. But realistically, it's kind of hard to do that for Marvel and Disney because the nature of that stupid license that they have. But for other games out there, like Gigantic, that's a game that's got re-released like 3 times. Why don't they just make a private version of Gigantic instead of having to go under, come back, go under, come back? Just build a private server version of it. Let the players maintain it. Let the players keep it alive, have tournaments and all kinds of good stuff, and the game won't die. It just won't die. He concluded with this. If you take one thing away from this talk, this is it. Make a private hosted version of your game. It is the single best thing you can do. Or it's the single biggest thing that we did to impact the positive reception of the sunset. So check this story out, man, over on videogamechronicle.com. They got the details about this outstanding talk by a marketing guy from Villan Studios, Josh Harrison, who says that maybe before your game sunsets, you should make a private server version of it so your game never dies. It's such a great idea, something that should be repeated, and I hope devs take this to heart. So check it out. They got the details over there.